sued, Sharita. They get sued from all of these cities. They're still being sued.
I didn't see it coming. I thought they had made it.
You guys got to Google this right now. They're all being sued. Now, I'm going to give you, if someone's listening to this right now and you go, that's a weird story, I'm going to give you a weirder story, and then Sharita's got some great info for you.
Yeah.
Sharita, do you know who Rozelle is?
Rozelle?
Yep.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So the Roots, we all know the Roots.
Yes.
The Roots crew.
Yes.
They're the band for, I believe, Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're awesome.
So they have a guy who beatboxes. He's a human beatbox.
Okay.
Now imagine what it would be like when you're around your friends and they're like, hey, so Rozelle, what'd you do this weekend? And you're like, boom, 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 boom. And they're like, could you please stop making that noise with your mouth? This is what Rozelle did. Now listen to this right now, Thrivers, and tell me if this is weird to you. Human voice. Human voice.
Could I have some more volume, please?
This is all one man. One mic. This could be your vision. It could be weird. You want to be a beatboxer? You want to build Airbnb? People say, you're weird, man.
A little more volume, please.
He wants a little more volume. That's all he wants. He's working it. Here we go. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, yeah. See, now you're 2007. You start that business. You get rejected. No one's booking. You go to South by Southwest.
Feedback.
Nobody likes you. You get rejected by Freddie Wilson. Freddie Wilson, venture capitalist, rejects you. Now people 2009 are going, I'll book it. I'll book it. Okay. Barry Manilow's drummer booked it. I'll book it. Okay. I see what you're working with. 2010, people are starting to book. Now, real quick, 2010, they get $7.2 million of investment capital. Uh-oh. 2011, they brought in $112 million of investment capital. Oh, 2013, these homies are now making some cash. But this is his job now. Listen to that. Drivers, are you hearing this? This is a man. Listen to this. I'm queuing ahead.
Come on, fast.
Now he's filling out arenas, beatboxing.
Faster. Give yourself a wonderful round of applause.
Folks, now we got a man who's filling out an arena. He's filling out an arena as a beatboxer. How crazy is that? So you go from a crazy person with this dream to make sounds with your mouth, and you're so poor, all you have is a microphone and your voice, and you just focus on it. And you get to be so good that if you Google right now, Rozelle, R-A-H-Z-E-L, beatboxing, Red Bull, you can check it out. This guy filled up entire arenas, and the stuff he does with his mouth, I just want to play one more audio clip because it's so good, it makes me cry almost. It's spiritual to me. Listen to this.
Faster.
How is this possible? It's one voice, but now people cheer for him. Airbnb, now people cheer for them. DJ Connection, I started that in my dorm room. Now people cheer for it. People are going to cheer for it. People are going to cheer for your business. People, if you're listening right now, I promise you, if you refuse to quit and you will listen to the market and you will continue pivoting and continue learning and continue this is the process. It's a 4-step process. Someone needs to write this down. You define what you want to do, then you act, then you measure, then you refine. Here we go. You define, you act, you measure, and you refine. I'll bring it back. And you define, and you act, and you measure, and you refine. One more time. And you define, and you act, and you measure, and you refine. One more time. There it is. You got it? That's how it works. Now, Sharita, for anybody who wants to define, act, measure, and refine, where do they need to go?
They need to go to thrive15.com because it's going to be really important who you study, who you partner with, who you work with in community, who you learn from. And we have so many mentors who are successful and they can teach you. You know, we have the guy who did PR for Nike, Pizza Hut, Michael Jackson.
Michael Levine, he's crazy.
Yes, we have Rustic Cuff, the owner of Rustic Cuff.
Jill Donovan.
All these
teaching
people. Yes, giving you all this information. Lee Cockrell, he managed Walt Disney World Resort.
40,000 people.
Amazing. David Robinson.
It's $20 a month, homies.
It's a no-brainer.
How could you not do it? I can tell you how you can't do it. What you could do is you could be a happy hoper, and you could hope that someday that other people come to help you, and the economy gets better and so good, in fact, that people just help you start your business for you. Or you could be a diligent doer, and you could say, you know what? I don't want to go to your website, but I'm committing to action. That's fine. That's all I'm asking. But I'm asking you to right now to reject mediocrity and to move into a place of success. And if you want to learn more about today's guest, Mr. Brett Denton with Kvell, just Google Kvell Lab. You can find him. He's a very successful performance coach. He can help take your career to the next level. And if you want to subscribe to the world's best business school, just go to thrive15.com, the world's best business school. And as always, 3, 2, 1, boom.
Broadcasting from the center of the universe and the Thrive15.com world headquarters.
Let's go!
Presenting the world's only business school without the BS, with optometrist and entrepreneur Dr. Robert Zellner and the Forest Small Business Administration Entrepreneur of the Year in your ear, Clay Clark. It's the Thrive Time Show on Talk Radio 1170. 3, 2, 1, boom!
Welcome back to the Thrive Time Show during your drive time home. And as always, my name is Clay Clark. I'm the host with the most, and we are here on the Thrive Time Show today talking about things that you want to know about. We're talking about how to start and grow a successful business. Specifically, we're going to be unpacking the story of the company we all know about. Because we all know about these successful companies. We all cheer for them when they get to the peak, to the pinnacle, but nobody knows how they started. It's the Airbnb story. It's how 3 dudes went from renting air mattresses to becoming a billion-dollar business. But before we get started, I'm going to get us started today with kind of a chant, because I talked to a guy today, and he goes, I found this show on the radio, and now I love it. And so I'm going to just kind of want to get stuck into your brain. And so here we go. It's Thrive Time Show, Drive Time Home, Thrive Time Show, Drive Time Home. There we go. Now, it's stuck in your cranium. Now, moving forward, just share that with 4 million people, and we're all good. That's all I'm asking. 4 million shares, that's all I'm asking for. And to make this show happen today, we're always surrounded by a cast of characters, great people. Dr. Z today is out expanding his vast entrepreneurial empire. And so I am joined with Miss Sharita, actually Mrs. you guys watching on Facebook Live going, is she single? No, she's married. She is married. You be respectful. She's a married lady. It's Mrs. Sharita Bent. Mrs. Sharita, how are you?
I'm great. Happily married and fabulous and happy to be here.
Now, we have a very special guest today. He is a thriver, meaning he's a guy that we've worked with. We have an honor to serve him, helping him on website updates and things like that so he can get all that stuff off his plate and focus on his big vision. This guy played football at Boise State. Remember when Boise State beat OU and half of the state was like, not half the state, 80% of the state was like, I hate Boise State.
Yeah.
That was, well, this guy played on the field. Mr. Brett Denton, sir, can you explain a little bit, what was your role on that team? Were you the one individually responsible for that loss? I mean, do we need to blame you? Does the state of Oklahoma need to blame you?
Yes, 100% responsible for that loss, as a matter of fact, yes.
Okay, now what do you do now? Apparently you're founder of a fitness company that's grown from, you started it from the ground up to now where you have 500 people that attend this fitness facility. I want to know, what's the name of this facility? And then tell me about this performance coaching that you're doing now for entrepreneurs who want to achieve a little bit more.
Yeah, so the fitness facility, it's called Kvell Fitness and Nutrition, and we just help people get in shape, lose weight, get in shape. And then performance coaching is for executives. It's for busy people, busy parents, and we help them, reach their peak.
I have to ask you this because a lot of people want to know when they start a business. I mean, was it scary for you? And did you have overnight success? I mean, how long did it take you before you got the business to a place where you weren't just totally freaked out of your mind? I mean, how long did it take you to kind of get a little momentum going there with Kvell Fitness?
I think it probably took a year. Moved in with my sister, had my car repoed.
Oh, nice.
Was broke for a while, and 12 months later, I was finally starting to make some money. Yep.
Now, before you judge about you moved in with your sister, you got your car repoed. What's wrong with you? Well, let me tell you what's wrong with these guys. These are the 3 dudes who went from renting air mattresses to becoming billion-dollar business owners. Now, for those of you who don't know, Shark, can you kind of share with us a little bit about what Airbnb is all about?
Yes, it's awesome. It's a peer-to-peer online marketplace. It's a homestay network, and people are able to list or short-term rent lodging. So you're staying right now, right, Brett? We were talking about this. He's using Airbnb right now. So you can rent a home. You can rent portions of a home.
You're staying in Airbnb right
He's
now?
using
Right now.
it right now.
What does that
now.
mean?
Yep.
Are you staying in someone's house?
I am somebody's room. Yeah.
Are they there?
They're there. Yeah.
And they're cool with you being
They're
there?
cool. They're nice. Yeah.
Is it weird that you're there and they're there?
It could be. It could
Have you
be.
ever asked them to leave?
Yeah.
This is a thing, though, Airbnb.
Yeah, it's cool.
Those of you who don't know about it, you Google this mess. It is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to say this. I love Airbnb. My wife and I can't remember what state we were in. We traveled a lot there for a while. Was it California? My wife's in the studio, the man cave today. Were we in California or was it Las Vegas? Where were we? She's not mic'd right now, but she's telling me here. She's not. What state was it? California? I think it was California. Okay, so California. Anyway, we're in California, and we stay in this unbelievable, really nice downtown place. We're staying in someone's house. It allows people to rent out their homes to make extra income. So it's like turning your home into a hotel.
Sure.
Airbnb. So here's their story. Shark, are you ready for the story?
I'm ready.
Brett, are you ready for the story?
Ready, born.
It's story time. So here we go. In 2007, Brian Chesky and Joe Gabia, okay, they're living in an apartment in San Francisco. Now, if you guys ever been to San Francisco, Brett, have you been to San Francisco?
I have not.
Sharita?
I have.
Okay, it's expensive.
It is.
I mean, everything's like a $7 hot dog.
Yeah.
It's like a $9 latte. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why so many homeless people are there. It's just super expensive. But you go there, and they move there. They realize, man, this is expensive. We cannot afford to pay rent. They've already signed the lease.
Yeah.
So what happens is they rent out 3 air mattresses. One of them, I'm sure, is Brian. But he's like, hey, guys, here's the deal. We could rent out our rooms to other people, and they could stay there and pay us. And then I'm sure Joe, the smart guy, he goes, but if we're renting out our own house, where are we going to stay? And he goes, in the closet. And I'm not kidding. These guys stayed in the closet. Like Michael Jackson back in the day.
Yeah.
Keep it in the closet. That's a song, Michael Jackson. You got to Google that if you haven't heard it before. Sam, have you heard that, our producer? No? Okay. It's Keep It in the Closet. You never heard that? Something about you, baby, that makes me want to give it to you. Sam, it's awesome. It's much better when I don't sing it. Okay. Anyway, it's great. You got to check it out. But anyway, so the thing is, these guys, we'll rent out our house and we'll live in the closet. And they're kind of like, well, why would we live here then? But anyway, they honored their lease. What happened was there's this industrial design conference that's being held in San Francisco. It's the Industrial Design Conference, and they've got the Industrial Design Society. They're putting this thing on, and there's not enough affordable hotel rooms. So people are going, yeah, we do want to stay here. So they start renting out the room, and they go, maybe this is a thing.
Yeah.
So they went ahead and started a blog website with maps called airbedandbreakfast.com. If you check it out, it's airbedandbreakfast.com. That was the original website. And it officially launched, check it out, August 11th of 2008. And check it out. 2 men, I'm sure it was awkward, and a woman show up. So, I mean, imagine what that was like, right? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, we're here to stay at your house. And me too. Yeah. And you're like, are you guys together? No, we're separate, but we're together tonight. Yeah. We're going to sleep in your house. Where are you guys going to sleep? We'll just chill in the closet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to have been the most awkward. I guess in San Francisco, maybe that's normal. I don't know. Yeah. But the thing is, this is what Brian Chesky says. He says this. He says, when you start a company, it's more an art than a science because it's unknown. Now, Brian Chesky, who's he? He is the founder of Airbnb. He says, when you start a company, it's more an art than a science because it's totally unknown. Instead of solving high-profile problems, try to solve something that's deeply personal to you. Ideally, if you're an ordinary person and you've just solved your problem, you might have solved the problem for millions of people. So, Sharita, I want to ask you this: would it be weird? I mean, is Airbnb kind of weird to you?
You know, I've never used it and stayed in the house with someone.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little weird to me. So, like, mad props to you. I've used it and, like, we've had the whole house to ourselves. So
really?
That's not weird to me.
Okay.
But I don't know how I feel about staying with people that I don't know.
I'm asking my wife. We're in the man cave. My wife, can't respond necessarily where she can hear her. But this is one of our guys, Eric Chupp. Chupp, if you're listening, one of our great producers, a great guy.
Yeah.
When we went to New York, he stayed at Airbnb with a lady. And she was like, so, you want some soap? You want some shampoo? You want me to serve you breakfast?
Yeah.
To me, that's weird. Is
It's
that weird
weird
to
to
you,
me.
Brett?
It's a little weird. Yeah, I'm staying with a lady right now. It's
Is
a
she
little
being
strange.
nice to you?
Oh yeah, she's nice. Yeah,
Is she like, hey, how you doing? You want to hang
yeah,
out?
she's great.
You guys want to go rent a movie or what?
Well, she wasn't like that. But
Okay.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know what the Airbnb code
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Are you able to like go? So you want to go see a movie? I mean, is that weird?
I don't know. It's a little weird though. Yeah.
I mean, but you're in their house. So
I
it's
have
kind-
friends who've stayed with people before, and I think just depending on the personality of the host. I mean, and they might do things together. They might go out for dinner, or they might just leave you alone.